somebody like me who grew up playing Oregon Trail on the old DOS computers and had a lot of fun hunting far too much than what you can carry back, and slowly trying to struggle your way across the western U.S. to make your way all the way out to Oregon, and being crushed as a kid since you named your party members after yourself and your friends, or yourself and your family members, and having everybody die. You know, I'll never forget how many times in that game it'll be a river that's 2 feet deep, and you say, "Oh, I'll ford it." You know, it's barely moving. We'll walk across, and you watch the little animation of your oxen and the wagon go, and then it sinks, and half your party died. You lost all your clothing, all your food, all your gunpowder or bullets, and you just wonder how it happened. What happened? Were people holding each other under in the river to drown each other? Because how did that many people drown in 2 feet of water? And of course, I know people can, but you know, that was sort of the charm of the game, was that random number generator in the background, where sometimes the best laid plans of mice and men would just go awry. Now, does the card game replicate that? Well, yes and no. You know, you have random events that happen, and you are moving along the trail methodically as a party, but the random events that happen, I don't know, either they strike too hard or they barely strike at all. I've played this a handful of times. The first time when I was playing, we played 2-player, and the game just beat us up left and right. My wife died first, and then I just died soon thereafter. And it seemed appropriate, because there were just 2 of us. You wouldn't expect 2 people to make it all the way out to Oregon on their own. So then I played it 6-player. And I found that in 6-player, it was just a bit too easy. Yes, there are some cards that kill you instantly, and I believe both of my 6-player games, somebody just died instantly. You know, a snake bit them, and they were gone. But a lot of the cards that make you sick, you have a lot of chances to fix it, especially since the more people are playing, the more of the cards that can be used to get rid of bad things are in play. So I don't know. I mean, this could be probably house rule to reduce the number of beneficial cards you get. It just seems like it's too easy the more people you have. There's also the issue that the game length doesn't change. You gotta make 10 stacks of 6 cards, I believe, or 11 stacks of 6 cards. I'm not gonna look it up right now. So if you're playing with a lot of players, it can move fairly quickly. If you're playing with few players, it can move slower, which, you know, it should take a while. But then you also have the issue there aren't even enough cards in the game, in like a 6-player game, for people to have their hands of cards and to be playing them and moving along. You have to end up shuffling in some of the cards you've already played. On top of that, the rule book is not the greatest. There's a lot of things that could be clarified better. Now, certainly, this is a mass market game. This is not written for, you know, more hardcore modern strategy gamers. But even then, the rule book just leaves a lot to be desired. I wasn't very impressed. I had to keep looking over things. There was stuff I couldn't find. There were questions we had that weren't answered. I mean, they certainly got the aesthetics right. This whole, you know, 8-bit blocky looking thing. I do like this. You have this little board where you write down your party members' names, and of course, if you're playing this correctly, you give yourselves very weird names. And then as people die, they go onto the back of this on these little tombstones, and you must write something goofy about how they died, and then give them a proper funeral. Components-wise, it's okay. The cards aren't they're not the stiffest cards, but I mean, what do you expect? It was a mass market game. It's a Target exclusive. I believe Target still carries it. When I went to get it at my Target, it was pretty beat up. It looked like somebody kicked around the shipment. But decent little game. Honestly, unless you're like me and you have very fond memories of the computer game, this is not worth your time to go get. There are better cooperative card games where the game's fighting against you. This is sort of a pass. Again, it'll probably stay just for the nostalgia's sake. I mean, it's always fun to pull this out. I'll pull it out occasionally with a group of people that I know the game and appreciate the game, and you're really more playing just for the memories of the computer game than you are playing for this game. So, if you're on the fence about this, I'd give it a pass. Otherwise, you might die of dysentery. This has been Ethan Malay with another No Rules review. Share, like, subscribe. Every little bit helps, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye now.